Hey, and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show podcast. Regular episode. We just did the premium this morning. Went to the gym, hit the sauna. Feeling relaxed, feeling good. A lot of stuff to be anxious about, but I tell you, that sauna really clears it all out. I think there's a little mouse eating the food you left out.
Oh, there is.
I can hear it. Can you see it?
Can't see it. It's kind of dark out.
We got our own little ratatouille here.
Well, there's no food in there. That's why it's on the floor. There's just a box that had food in it.
Mm-hmm. Those two food boxes, those are just not...
Well, those are on top of a table.
Gotcha.
So the bag is garbage.
Mm-hmm. There's also food behind you, left out on the ground.
I put that in the garbage bag.
The bread you left out?
Right there was a breakfast bar, and I ate it.
Okay.
And then I put it in the garbage bag.
Yeah. A breakfast bar, I tell you, you know who'd love that? An alcoholic.
An alcoholic.
Sorry.
Did I say
So what's up? You're feeling bad? You feel like you're getting sick again?
I think I'm getting sick. Yeah. I think I started feeling bad in the last episode, and then you went to the gym, and I fell asleep on the couch, and I just
When
woke
was
up.
the last time you thought you were getting sick? Like 2 weeks ago?
6 days ago.
6 days ago. And the time before that was probably what, like 3
about
weeks?
3 days before that.
3 days before that, yeah.
I don't know what it could be.
Yeah. Certainly not allergies. That season's over.
No, it's not allergies. I just can't stop. I just couldn't stop falling asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the virus.
Yeah. We'll take some vitamin C.
The virus that shall not be named. It's Funny Moms Tonight. I want to be there.
It would be fun if they had another one. I think this time China should make a virus in a lab and release it. And then when people are like,
no, this is bullshit, then they actually get killed?
No. Then China should make if I were China, this is the best time in the world to make a virus in a lab and release it.
Yeah.
Because after COVID, then all the people are like, oh, this was made in a lab. People would be like, we've been through this, buddy.
Yeah.
China's not making viruses in a lab.
They would never.
Yeah. It's sort of like that movie Double Jeopardy.
Right.
China, in a lot of ways, is like Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sort of the Ashley Judd of nations.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Does she fuck Tommy Lee Jones in
Beautiful,
the
but
movie?
you can't tell how old. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Does she fuck Tommy Jones?
In the movie.
I don't know.
Beautiful, you can't tell how old she is.
Yeah, it's all right.
Communist characteristics.
Sure.
Big old cans, country music legend family.
You're just naming things about Ashley Judd.
And Chinese characteristics.
No.
Communism with Chinese characteristics.
Yeah. What does that mean? Like communism, but like it bowing? I don't know. What does that mean?
Karate vibes.
Yeah.
More of a karate vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I woke up and I don't even know what day it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really, I haven't been sick in a couple months, and now I feel terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to go to Funny Moms tonight because
But we got,
I'm working on a big opener.
we got a big day. We're in New York City.
We're in New York fucking City.
There's a lot to be grateful for. I'm feeling grateful.
You walk back from the gym feeling grateful?
After the sauna, mainly.
After the sauna.
Yeah.
What were you grateful for?
I don't know. That was always the thing I struggled with when I was younger. It's like,
gratitude?
You get like, worried about stuff. And they'd say one of the best ways to deal with anxiety or worry is to practice gratefulness,
Yeah.
And that never really, maybe it's the way it's phrased or the wording, or I'm going to take this thing off because it's uncomfortable. Maybe
it
it's
doesn't really breathe those things.
Yeah, they don't. The words, and I think it's shrunk too. I don't.
How does it? It's a synthetic material, no?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I got fatter. Who knows?
Maybe your muscles got
I
bigger.
don't think so. Looks like someone spilled soy sauce all over it. Also.
Oh gosh.
Was that Rick Glassman? Did Rick Glassman spill soy sauce on my tracksuit?
I don't think he did.
Who is Rick Glassman?
I don't know. He does puns.
Well,
He came on the show. He came with Jordan last week.
Isn't he famous?
I think he's quite famous.
Yeah, he's famous.
He was kind of being a little bit combative.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about him, but
on our show,
based on his name,
show.
I thought he was like.
That sounds big.
Well, it sounds like a book guy, like a guy that writes books about gratitude.
Yeah.
I just read "Being Gratitude" by Rick Glassman.
By Rick Glassman.
Yeah, but the people say, "Oh, you practice gratitude," and it's I don't know. I would always struggle with it because what that would turn into is I'd be anxious about something or worried, and then you say practice gratitude, and then what that turns into in my head is like you think, oh well, it could be worse. There's other people that have a much worse situation. So then I'm still anxious about the initial thing, and now I feel like a piece of shit crybaby on top of it.
Yeah, now you're an asshole.
So right now I'm an asshole on top of it. So
you're scared and an asshole.
Yeah, right. So that doesn't really fucking help.
Yeah.
But now, I guess, now that I'm older, I get it. It's like you got to find it in little things because it should be, that's like a universality, right? Practicing gratitude. It's not specifically tailored to somebody who's like actually very lucky, which I feel like I am. It's like practicing gratitude should apply to everybody as a way out. So you think about it, and it's like, all right, well, how would I, quote unquote, practice gratitude if I was somebody in one of these terrible situations? And then it's like, made a little sandwich, and it's like, isn't this nice?
What'd you have on it?
Just chicken breast and some stir fry.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Wait, you put stir fry
just
like
the
noodles?
stir fry toppings.
Oh, the toppings.
Because it's like you get all kinds of vegetables.
Yeah.
So I went over to Trader Joe's. I bought that. A little quick sandwich. It's like, I can put my sandwich together. Isn't this nice?
That is nice.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff. It's not like, things are going well.
And it is a little bit rude about this whole like, it could be worse kind of thing. So you're supposed to be a homeless guy, but there's a guy that's a little bit more homeless than you?
Yeah.
It's comparing yourself to like the dregs of humanity and being like, not me, brother.
Right.
It's actually being more of an asshole.
Yeah.
And being, I'm so grateful for everything I have. Mm-hmm. Because I'm glad. I need these fucking bums out there.
Yeah.
To feel good about myself.
Yeah.
These poor bums.
Right. But yeah, there's always small things,
The sandwich sounds good.
Sandwich.
That's not,
It's a nice day. It's summertime.
Dude, I just walked outside to see if I could wake up. And this is like I felt like I was like one of those heroin guys you see like waking up from a heroin thing. Mm-hmm. And I was like walking around like a zombie, and then a guy goes, "Love the show," and I'm like, "Oh God, he's gonna see me like that."
But to be fair, you look like that on the show also.
Well,
it's not like, this guy caught me in private.
I look like one of those heroin guys?
Yeah,
no, come on, man. I don't look like one of these.
Guy caught me in a private moment where I'm slouching and,
Okay, I'm slouchy, my posture's bad, but like I was also just like squinting at the sun.
That shirt is somehow too big for you, and you're wearing it like a morbidly obese person. I don't understand that combination.
It's not
busting
ironed
at the seams, but it's
you
look
not
like
ironed.
You're wearing your boyfriend's clothes.
Well, I didn't sleep in mine last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again.
I'm glad you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Do you think they're like
real quick? I'd like to plug Boston. I will be at the Wilbur Theater. We added a second show at some point in September. I can't remember when that is exactly, but it's coming up. I think it's the 19th of September or something like that.
And assuming I don't have some sort of brain aneurysm or something happening to me right now, I will be at the 24th to the 26th.
You're being lazy.
I'm not being lazy. What is this crap?
I think you're just being lazy.
No, it's not normal to wake up and feel like how I felt and then to just completely...
Well, there's an inertia to it. You don't do anything.
No, that's not true. I do lots of things. I go places. I drive places. Mm-hmm. I go to stores.
Yeah.
I went to Best Buy the other day.
Yeah.
She's telling me I don't do anything.
Where are you going on vacation? You said that's coming up. Would you make a decision?
I think I'm going to go with my girlfriend. No, I think she wants to go somewhere else now.
Where are you going? You told me you were buying the tickets.
Greece?
Oh, Greece. So
Greece.
Italy.
It's different.
In what way?
Greece is like...
It's blue and white? It's just blue and white Italy?
No, Greece is like they were like, yeah, before like the Romans. Italy copied? I don't know, dude. Yeah, no, I just want to do nothing somewhere. And you're accusing me of doing nothing already. So
I'm not accusing you. I'm trying to help you figure out why you're so tired. You're sitting there worried.
Today I am so tired. Guys, I'm waking up.
You're worried you have a brain aneurysm. I'm telling you, no, you don't have anything.
I don't think I have a brain aneurysm. August 24th to the 26th, Washington, D.C. That's all I was trying to say. Assuming that I don't have some sort of terminal illness, I will be in Washington, D.C. next weekend.
You're not practicing gratefulness. You should take a nap.
I'm usually grateful.
You just took a nap. We've worked 1 hour today. You took an hour-long nap. And you should say, how nice is it that I get to take this nap and be tired?
Yeah. Because homeless guys, they have to nap outside.
Yeah. And they don't even really, they're not getting quality sleep.
They're not getting quality sleep out there. Yeah. They're not getting 8 hours.
Yeah.
You think they wake up like, sleeping under the stars. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should hit the sauna. Maybe you should go take a nap in the sauna.
And die. Sweat to death.
Yeah.
You could die in a sauna.
Yeah.
If you're in there too long or something?
Probably, yeah. What's that called? Hyperthermia?
Hyperthermia.
Yeah.
Is that like dying in a desert or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Overheating. Which is a big problem now because of climate change.
Yeah.
A lot of people dying of heat stroke. You know, heat kills more people than any other type of weather.
Really?
Yeah. I would have thought snow after the Jeremy Renner thing.
Yeah, I would have thought that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet he feels stupid.
He was trying to make us worried about the snow.
He's like, yeah, I got nothing to worry about. It's snow. It's not a hot day. And then blammo, runs himself over with his bulldozer.
Have you seen him going back out in public since the incident?
Does he have a cane?
He's like stoically with a cane.
That's cool.
And like he not like an unhappy look on his face, but like a dignified, like I won't be defined by my snow equipment injury.
Yeah, he met the Grim Reaper. And he said, not today.
He said, not today, sister. Yeah. Not today, Satan.
Yeah.
I am not the one.
Yeah.
He said a black lady style.
I really should do this show with those sunglasses on more. These lights are too bright sometimes.
Yeah. Maybe I should get sunglasses too.
We should be blind.
Kind of a Blues Brothers kind of. Blind. Yeah, blind style.
Yeah.
Hitting each other with sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is wild. I saw a blind person on the street the other day, and it's wild
that's the tech.
They've not updated the technology.
That is the tech on it.
Yeah. Is a stick you probe around with.
Why they should have come up with something better.
I guess at one point.
Is there an app?
The stick is no longer pointy.
They have the stick, and then they have the black kid who's part dolphin.
Yeah. Yeah. Just that one kid.
Or,
I think we already talked about this on a.
I think we talked about it on the street. But I don't think we talked about it on the show.
Yeah. Because deaf people got wild shit now.
Yeah.
They have those cochlear implants.
Yeah, and then everything sounds like machine noises. Yeah. Like a tinny version of reality.
Is that what it sounds like?
I think it doesn't sound great. Yeah. Have you seen that movie about the drummer? The Indian drummer?
Drumline?
No, not Drumline. Other drummer movie.
Indian Drumline?
The sound of...
Stinkline.
The Sound of Metal or something?
Those kinds of... Yeah.
Yeah, Stinkline. Like Big Ben.
Yeah.
I just felt bad for that kid, Big Ben. Why? He was so poor that he had bugs all over him. That must suck. Wow, your family's poor.
Yeah.
You're covered in bugs?
I guess that's just like, that was like how...
Like you're like African style.
That's how the good world was in like the 1930s, wherever Peanuts comes from.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if you were poor, you're basically living in the like Middle Ages. Yeah.
That's like literally the thing that they put in the commercials about African kids. Mm-hmm. About like, oh, this kid has bugs on his face. We have to help him.
those like infomercials when I was a kid. Remember the guy who looked like Michael McDonald with the beard?
The Christian guy.
Yeah,
the Christian Children's
Michael
Network.
McDonald would walk around a junkyard.
Now I'm waking up.
He would walk around a junkyard and he'd like there'd be like an old fucking Sanyo microwave. He'd move to the side and pick up just like some brown girl didn't even know she was in a commercial.
Yeah.
He'd be like, cup of coffee? You can own this child.
For a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
I can get you a kid.
That's got to be weird too. You're living in what country was that even supposed to be?
I think it was South America. I remember the little girl was South American, but he had one in Africa too.
They had looked South American, but he was in like a junkyard.
Yeah.
It looked like the set from the movie Street Trash.
I bet she was. That's a fucking Hollywood creation.
Right.
That's Kubrick doing the moon landing.
Yeah, I mean that guy didn't fly to a Guatemalan junkyard.
Oh my God, they were in Burbank.
He's like, I got to be at church.
I got church.
I'm playing with the Allman Brothers band, and
I got to take it to the streets tomorrow.
I'm taking it to the streets. I don't have time. Yeah. Michael McDonald would do those commercials. That was a weird move for him.
Well, I don't think it was him, dude. I think it was it was like the professor from Jurassic Park. That's who I always thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy
we can use these children for experiments.
Yeah, it's the same guy. That's the same guy. Yeah. This is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is that guy?
Richard Attenborough.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is Richard Attenborough.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
So he made Planet Earth and Jurassic Park, and then he was like,
"Yeah, there's David Attenborough and Richard Attenborough."
Oh, that's his brother?
Yeah, I think one of them's the narrator and the other one's the Jurassic Park guy.
David's way better.
Yeah. What the hell was it's crazy that guy thought that, such a ridiculous premise for a movie.
To make a theme park.
Yeah, theme park in some island in the middle, who can go there?
Yeah.
You know? Who can even go there?
It's impossible.
Yeah. And then you got a fat guy working there. How did he even get to that island?
Newman?
How did Newman get that job? I've got a new idea. You know where I'm going to go as a 400-pound man? To the jungle.
To work at a dinosaur place.
Right, to be sucked to death by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Movie doesn't make any sense.
That movie is, I'm saying fake as hell.
Yeah. And then Jeff Goldblum's there just because you have to put him in. And then what was his role? He was just cool. He's like, oh, they're bringing me here because I have sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the dinosaurs would like to have sex. Maybe I could fuck the dinosaurs. Maybe.
Hi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the velociraptors. They are a very sexy species. Yeah. Yeah, what was his role?
Just, I think something smart, right? Mm-hmm. He knew a lot about dinosaurs, but he wasn't in the girl kind of way.
Yeah.
Like the lady.
And then he had an adopted black daughter that was.
And now Sam Neill.
An Olympist, a gymnast.
He did?
Yeah, in the second one, I think.
I don't remember Jurassic World.
Yeah.
They've made 12 of them shits now.
Damn, now I want to go home and watch Jurassic Park. You know who wrote that theme song?
John Williams.
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald?
Yeah. And if I ever see you again, Mr. T-Rex.
He did write that song.
Yeah, right.
God damn it, how did I not see it?
If we could just have the dinosaurs back. Yeah, we ended up scrapping the Michael McDonald theme song for Jurassic Park because it was making Jeff Goldblum too horny.
Having sex with
if we could have the dinosaurs back.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
For a cup of coffee a day, you can sponsor a child.
Just him singing to a child.
And I love you. Just fucking just a confused little cookie jarred girl.
I forgot. I can't find it for the life of me. I've tried to look for it a million times. But in high school,
penis?
my friend Leo in high school used to have a video of Bono on stage, singing to a child in the face, and the kid is so fucking confused. If anyone could find it and send it to me, it used to be our favorite video. It
You know
would
what's a
make
weird
us
one?
pee our pants.
Is the music video for the Rod Stewart song "Forever Young"?
Where's a little mini Rod Stewart?
It's a little boy. I don't know. I would imagine.
But he's got spiky hair.
It's got to be his real life son, because make sure you're on Adam's camera while he's picking his nose. Thank you. It's got to be his real life son, because the intimacy between Rod Stewart and this little redheaded boy.
I always thought it was fucking Jerry Maguire kid. Jonathan Lifnicki.
Yeah, I think he was only in Jerry Maguire, and then he quit acting.
Really?
Yeah, and then he was he got into P90X in his 20s, and then there was like a...
Where are they
What's
now?
the word? A spate of articles that was like, check out fucking Mr. Maguire.
Check out the human head is 10 pounds kid.
Yeah,
He has abs.
Yeah, right, he has abs. Yeah.
Woo! Awooga!
Yeah.
Wow. The 10 pounds kid.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Jerry Maguire. I do want to watch Jurassic Park again now.
I want to learn the monologue about I'm looking for my wife.
From Jurassic Park?
No, from Jerry Maguire, dude.
Oh.
What's it called? Did you fuck my wife, or what's it? It's not Did you fuck my wife.
What are you talking about?
There's a monologue from Jerry Maguire.
Show Me the Money?
No, Show Me the Money is on the phone.
That's on the phone, yeah.
No, there's like a
What's the
thing
premise
at
of the movie? He's a sports agent, and he's like burned out at work, so he stays up all night writing a letter to the industry that's like, here's what's wrong with being a sports agent. We don't have enough heart. We don't care.
No, he's a sports agent, and he's an agent for a bunch of players, one of whom is going to be the #1 draft pick in the NFL, quarterback. He has a bunch of players, and then there's bad agent Jay Moore.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's kind of some sort of power grab where Jay Moore kind of signs up all his agents, all his players, and he gets forced out of the company.
Yeah.
And he has one guy stays with him.
Rod
Tillman.
I always think that I remember
Pat Tillman.
that movie, and then I run through the plot in my head, and I'm actually just remembering the plot to Joanna Man. Okay.
No, I was just remembering the plots of Juwan.
No, it's all right. I got blueberries all over my pants.
Okay, so he has one guy that stays with him who's a wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, right? But he still thinks he's got that #1 draft pick. And he's like leaving the company, and then he says like, I'm fucking out of here. These people are all fucked up. Who's with me?
You know what I was thinking?
Renee.
You buy the
Zellweger.
NFL, you get the money together, the NFL, and you change the game of football where the quarterback throws it, but then the receiver's job is to bring the ball back to the quarterback through the defense.
Like a dog?
Yes. Wide retriever, right? You do that, you change the game to that. Touchdown is if you get the ball back to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Then you can make the field
Smaller.
a quarter of the length.
Yeah.
And then you use the additional stadium space to AI. Use that for AI. And
For servers.
Yeah, computers. And then the NFL suddenly goes from being a barely profitable business
and you're
to
making millions.
You can make millions of dollars.
Millions.
Overnight. I know you do the Barstool next week. Tell them about my idea.
I'm doing Barstool tomorrow. That's a good idea.
Patent pending.
Yeah.
I
like
listen to
that.
your Chapo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people, some of the Chapo check, some of those boys were saying I was being annoying.
You were being annoying?
Yeah.
You did steal my bit, but
What bit?
we've come to accept that.
I steal your bit probably every time I do Chapo. Yeah. I don't know anything
That's
about
all right.
the
That's
world.
the Adam bit.
What was the bit?
That is the Adam bit.
What was the bit?
About how they say everybody can just claim to have autism now, and it's a lot of people.
That's not your bit.
Yes, it is. You said what I've said word for word, identically. which is
When I said no, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Some people are just rude and have a hobby.
Yeah, but then I was talking about gaslighting and BPD.
Yeah, another thing.
You don't talk about that.
I did. Yes, I do.
When did you say that? You say that on stage?
I don't know if I ever said it on stage, but I've made that.
It's something you've said offhand.
Autism. Actually, I have said it on stage because I would reference having autism on stage, and then I would do it at the stand, but say I've never been diagnosed with autism, but I've been accused of it. And
yeah, you certainly have.
Yeah, I've been accused of it, but everybody says they have autism. Now, it's great because it's just a blank thing. Some people are just rude and have a hobby, but you just say, "Oh, that guy's autistic." You said that word for word, and then also I've also made the point that they just put every woman on Lexapro now, and they all have. BPD.
I think these are just general observations about the world that all guys are being called autistic these days.
You made the exact same point I have and used the exact words, but
I don't know about that.
Okay, all right, fine.
I'm sick of that.
You're right. You don't steal.
And that started with what? With incel thing. That not getting, what did I say? Not getting pussy is the worst thing in the world. Now we have to make them feel like, oh, so
it doesn't matter where it started. I mean, yeah, but that's not how things work.
I am sick of fucking autistic. I'm sick of everything being called autistic.
Yeah.
It wasn't your point either. Oh yeah, you're just rude. I think maybe you've said. But the rest of that rant. And Lexapro, what is that? That's an antidepressant. That's not BPD.
Yeah, sure.
Shut up, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Nick. Sure. Nice mustache.
Yeah, I think I'm going mustache again.
I think mustache for the special. Have you gotten your outfit ready?
No, I was gonna just go get a turtleneck and some big jeans.
That's good. I like that look. Turtleneck and big jeans?
Yeah.
Like Jinko?
No, not that big.
No.
Just like...
You were gonna do Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And New Balance?
No, I was thinking like Doc Martens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grunge.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking it back to the early 90s.
Taking it to the streets.
Seattle. Taking it to the streets.
Yeah.
That's the name of the special. Mm-hmm. I asked you earlier today what the name of the special was.
Yeah.
Taking it to the streets.
To the streets. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
And I just don't have a punchline for any joke. I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah. We're taking it to the streets.
Yeah.
You keep saying it in lieu of punchlines.
Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting probably the best song about Alzheimer's.
Which is what?
I Keep Forgetting by Michael McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
The best song about having Alzheimer's disease.
Is that what it's about?
Yeah, I keep forgetting where I put my car keys. I keep forgetting my son's face and name.
So sad.
I keep forgetting my own birthday. I keep forgetting why I'm in this hospital. I thought I was 30 years old.
Yeah.
I was just at work.
I remember
as a middle manager at GM. Now my bones feel brittle and weak.
I think my grandmother, they used to get her. She used to just walk out of memory care. They just get her on the street. Have to go get her. They're like, yeah, we got her again today. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So sad. Someone walking around not knowing where they are.
It's going to be sad when you have that.
I think I have it right now.
And you can't remember other people's bits?
Oh my God. What am I going to do?
You're like, oh, I got to...
That wasn't a bit. You're just rude.
All right, whatever.
That's not a bit.
Okay.
Every guy's fucking autistic these days.
Okay.
I'm sick of it.
Okie dokie.
I like... People need to learn how to cry.
Okie dokie.
I believe I can cry. That's going to be the name of my special when I come out with it. I believe I can cry.
Yeah. By R. Kelly. What's the R stand for?
Do you
Richard?
have to have Robert?
Robert.
Yeah.
Does it? Does it really?
Robert Kelly.
R. Kelly is Robert Kelly.
Bobby Kelly.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he tried to come out as... When he was first coming out, he went by Bobby Kelly, and they were like, "You can't fucking do that."
But Bobby Kelly doesn't go by Bobby Kelly. He goes by Robert Kelly, and then
he tried it. Sorry, he tried to go by Robert Kelly, and then Bobby Kelly was too big.
Bobby Kelly's friends call him Bobby Kelly, but I think professionally he goes by Robert Kelly.
I think maybe yes.
Yeah.
So R. Kelly couldn't do it.
Okay. Is he still in trouble? He's one of those guys that's like, I feel like if you got canceled before...
Bobby Kelly is in big trouble.
No, R. Kelly. I feel like if you got canceled before all the cancellations, you're fine because it just kind of persists.
Yeah.
Like Chris Brown is fine. And he was smart enough to bite Rihanna before any of this stuff.
Before it was illegal.
He got all his bites in before.
He did it.
Yeah.
He got all his bites out of his system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He is in jail. Yeah. I said this a couple of weeks ago and I kind of butchered remembering it, but I did hear a recording of some prisoner being like, sing for my girl, sing for my girl. And he gets on the phone and he starts singing. And he's like, what song you want to hear?
Who's this?
R. Kelly.
Oh, is he in jail?
He's in jail, yeah.
For what?
For, I think, kidnapping women and holding them as sex slaves.
I thought he just peed.
The pee was what came out first.
Yeah.
But then there was the underage, and then there was the imprisonment.
I thought these famous singers were getting in trouble for dog crimes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Justin Bieber ate someone's shoes. Justin Bieber in hot water after eating a bunch of period blood off his mom's underwear.
Yeah, he eats the front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't stop. What's wrong?
Just a little
You're having a heart
indigestion.
attack?
No.
Oh, no, good.
No heart attack.
I don't like this. Looks like.
Well, that's where there's like a bubble or something.
You need a burp? Is that how you burp?
Yeah. Yeah.
You burp like that?
The clown's burp.
The clown. That could be the name of your special.
Yeah. How about a Mexican clown that sneaks across the border, and when he gets across the border, he pulls a little dog out of his ass filled with heroin.
Oh, okay.
Like a balloon animal.
Yeah.
In there, he's like, look, he say, little perro.
Yeah.
He say, what's little in Spanish?
Like cito. You say cito at the end. Like
Perocito. Perocito.
Yeah.
He say perocito.
Yeah.
Con hijero bueno.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the cartel, they're like this. That's funny.
Yeah. What's going on with the cartel these days? This border thing is crazy.
What is it? Is it popping off again?
Yeah, but they're like putting like fucking buoys with razor wire in the water, so that like.
That's really mean.
I mean, that's insane.
There's kids going that.
Like if Mexico is that fucking bad, just let them in the country. You know what I mean?
They're doing all the crap we don't
Forever
want to do.
It was like, I can understand being like, oh, you know, I don't want them here. Like, I can, not that that's my opinion, but I can understand being like that if your perception is that there's just they're coming here to take jobs. You know what I mean? But nobody's getting sliced open by fucking razor wire for a job. You know what I mean? So, like, how could you, like, there's got to be something else. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's got to be pretty.
It's got to be bad.
The vibe has to be pretty off.
It's got to be pretty bad down there.
Yeah.
But
they're putting buoys with razor wire?
Yeah.
So it's just like a fucking.
It's like trench warfare. It's like World War I.
They're making it Belgium in World War I.
Which is crazy because that's so much worse than a wall. Which everyone was mad at Donald Trump for saying, "Oh, we're going to put a wall up."
So Biden's putting
putting barbed wire in the rivers to like slice people open.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should all team up with that clown guy and just use his tiny car.
The thing is
just
like
him at the border crossing being like, "It's just me.
It's just me. There's nothing in my ass. I promise. There's nothing in my ass.
It's just me and a little dog.
My perrocito."
Yeah. What else is in the news? Adam, what's going on with you? What's on your mind?
Just fucking fighting through. I don't know.
You're fighting with your girlfriend?
No.
Did you buy the tickets for Greece?
No, we haven't bought them yet.
You texted me. You texted me. I mean, it seemed like it was an urgent thing.
We're not. We have to figure out one other thing out with the dates, but we'll do it today probably.
Yeah.
But
I'm annoyed. I just bought all these fucking. I have to fly, our guys out to shoot this thing this weekend.
I'm gonna be there, brother.
I know, and it's like if I had that credit card, I maybe could have possibly have gotten status for it, but I don't know how the fuck you get status. It should be a thing you can get it by flying one airline, and it's like I don't think that's possible with American Airlines.
I flew Delta.
Yeah.
And I put my damn Delta card on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I chose American rather than Delta, which I think was
American is a mistake.
Well, I guess I looked at it, and the international stuff, which is like if I ever cashed in any of that shit, is better with American.
Is it?
Supposedly.
They have more partner airlines.
I think I read,
But you never leave the country.
On the points guide. Well, I'm saving them all up. I have enough Chase rewards that I could go somewhere. I want to accumulate enough.
Where would you go?
I don't know. It would be to kill myself, though. It's like if I,
Suicide Forest, Japan?
No, I would pick
That's too cliche.
Pick a cooler spot than that. Yeah. I would go to Joe Biden's house. And just not a suicide bombing.
America.
Not a suicide bombing, so you're not allowed to investigate me off this claim.
Yeah, let's hear it.
But I would...
it's a bit. He's doing a bit.
I'm doing a bit. And it's not illegal to go into the president's home and put a hose in your own ass and breathe in
the fart.
Yeah, the fumes until you die. Because then it's, everybody thinks self-immolation, that's the ultimate way to make a point.
Yeah.
No one's ever...
Choking to death on farts.
If you burned yourself to death on the front lawn of the White House, it'd be a story for a week.
Yeah.
If there was a man that did diarrhea into his own lungs, that would be... You'd be every Rage Against the Machine album.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, the hose guy.
The hose guy.
Yeah.
People would be making hose guy t-shirts.
Yeah.
There'd be a fucking hose guy miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be a fucking hose guy... true crime, American crime story, OJ style.
Yeah, I've been watching a Investigation Discovery.
Yeah?
The last couple of days. Yeah.
What they have that show, like I didn't know I was pregnant until I was taking a shit one day and a baby fell in the toilet?
No, that's like TLC.
Is that TLC?
Investigation Discovery is like, and then they found Jessica's body fucked to death behind the McDonald's.
And then they hire reenactors, right?
Then they always do an interview with the fattest cop you've ever seen. He's like, it's one of the most disturbing cases I've ever seen in my 785 years in law enforcement.
Yeah.
I still think about it often.
Yeah.
It was terrible, but she was sexually fucked to death.
The Jessica case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Jessica?
Why is it that name? That name is just like bad shit's gonna happen in your life.
What, Jessica?
Yeah.
No, there's been Jessicas that have had a good time.
Who?
I feel like if you're Jessica, you either get murdered or you become an Olympic gymnast.
Yeah.
Those are the only two. Which I guess they've had a bad time.
Yeah. That's apparently Larry Nassar. Did he get killed in jail?
He got stabbed.
He got stabbed.
Yeah.
But he beat it?
I guess. I was saying recently it's weird that's it seems a little late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
It's like when Kissinger dies and then like socialists on Twitter are going to be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's already done genocide.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
well, I mean, late in the sense that he's been in prison for a while.
Oh, it was late for him to get stabbed.
Yeah, it's not like he got stabbed.
Well, he was probably paying off people for protection.
Yeah, Subway Jared got the business almost immediately, I think.
Yeah. Well, people just, I don't know.
Yeah.
Larry Nassar is like, that guy did numbers.
Yeah.
You know about this guy Kermit Gosnell?
The abortion guy in Philly?
The abortion guy in Philly?
Yeah.
That guy was truly like,
what did he do again? He was like...
He just was like
killing women?
He was just, post-term infanticide. They said it was like disgusting when they went in there. There was placenta all over the floor.
So he's like really...
He was really just DIY.
Really in trouble for having a messy office.
He was DIY.
Yeah.
He was incredibly DIY.
Punk rock.
He was punk rock. He was very Bushwick.
Get in the van.
Yeah, that guy was a real monster. If anyone wants to read of the worst, most disturbing Wikipedia. That is up there.
Is he in jail?
I don't know what happened to Kermit Gosnell.
Yeah.
Kermit. If your name is Kermit, you're gonna do like a string of horrific, like torture type crimes.
What other Kermits are there?
There's the frog, but I feel like a guy named Kermit eventually will always just do some horrific things.
Yeah. It's funny that there was probably, after Kermit the Frog, no one was named Kermit anymore.
Yeah.
And
ruined it.
that probably holds more true than the name Adolf. There were probably in the 50s there were a couple of parents like, it's so what? I love the name.
It's a nice name.
It starts with A. He's always going to be called first in class.
You can call him Dolph.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But Kermit, no, that was out. Garfield too.
True.
Nobody's named Garfield anymore. Used to be people used to be named Adolf Garfield.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the other day, what happened to all the Travises?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still Travises.
I don't know any.
I think I know a couple of Travises.
There were a lot of fucking Travises in high school.
Yeah.
I think it's a West Coast name.
Yeah, that and Zach.
Zach? I know some Zachs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're not dead.
Well, it's like...
It's not like they all died off.
There's another name that I remembered where I was like, I couldn't name one anymore.
We've had this conversation, but it's the odds that you're fat if your name is Chris. Chris
Chris or guy Chris?
Guy Chris. It's there's a good chance you have like an 80% chance of being a big fat guy if your name's Chris.
What is that?
I don't know.
You think maybe it's the beginning of Christmas?
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I got to eat a lot of chocolate.
I got to eat a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
I got to eat a lot of plates of cookies.
But the majority of Chris's I've known in my life have been fat guys.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm trying to think of Chris's that I know.
There's Chris O'Connor. He's not fat.
No, he's not.
He's not. But that's, an exception.
He's the only one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of non-fat Chris's.
I can't even think of one besides Chris O'Connor.
Chris Cuomo.
Chris Cuomo is a fucking piece of marble.
That's why he works out all the time. His name is Chris.
Because he doesn't want to be like one of those Chris's.
Yeah, he knows.
He's like, I'm not going down without a fight.
Yeah.
CNN could take me.
He's very defensive
but I'm
about
not gonna be a Chris.
the Italian stuff, but he should be more defensive about
the Chris stuff.
About the Chris stuff, because it's a very fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Chris
Tucker.
Chris Christie. Are there other Chris's in politics? And Chris Christie's like the fattest politician since Taft.
Wasn't there a female Chris in the Midwest?
We're not talking about female Chris.
I know.
Christy Nome. She's one of those, like, it's somehow like after Trump got elected, we ushered in all these CrossFit women.
Yeah.
Well, now that they're just in government.
The they're all
CrossFit.
The vaccine gun lady does like pull-ups and stuff.
Yeah, the Fred Flintstone lady.
Yeah, she looks like shit.
Yeah, she looks terrible.
She's gross. Is she still in Congress? Taylor Greene?
Yeah.
She still is?
Yeah, every week she's like, we're impeaching Joe Biden. We're sending Joe Biden to jail. She's just like, it's hands in papers written in crayon.
Can she read? She just yelled?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You could just be on, you could just have angry enough Facebook posts and it will result in you being in the government.
I should try that, dude.
It's easy now.
It's easy. And then once you get into Congress, you get kicked out, and then you just do speaking tours, and you get fucking...
You work for the fucking private sector.
Yeah.
Which is the private sector, as you come in, that's when you fucking make money.
It's like doing stand-up, but it's better because it's 10 o'clock in the morning at Goldman Sachs.
Easy.
And you don't have to be funny.
No. You can be a little bit, You
don't even bomb. Yeah, you just fucking, you're like, look, guys, Wall Street is fucking awesome.
Yeah. And they're like,
yeah.
Yes.
You guys are cool. These wildfires in Hawaii, let's see wildfires on the stock market. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see fucking the S&P burning it up. And then you do the last 30 minutes is just what you remember of the movie Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
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 That's the way to go.
How about that?
I've moved on to the second LBJ book now.
What is he doing in this one now?
The second one, no. The second one is... Didn't you read the second one?
No, I read the first one.
No, it's on the record. Here, guys, you can look it up on this show. Adam claimed he read the second
The first one.
No, I asked you. I said
The Path to Power.
I asked you, and you said, no, I read the second one. Michael Friedland.
I read The Path to Power.
Okay. And what happens in that?
Path to Power?
Yeah.
They have to get a fellowship together. They have to go to Mordor, destroy the damn ring.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah.
Next.
I think this is another one of Adam's book lies.
Okay, I'll tell you another fact about it.
Adam's book
of
lies.
You want to hear another fact?
The book of the liar.
He was a teacher.
Yeah, that's one fact you can look up. That's why I said I was reading the first book, and you're like, oh, I read the second one. Isn't the first book, that's the one where he's a teacher?
Path to Power.
Yeah, because you didn't read it. You told me you read the second.
I have Path to Power in my house.
You have a bunch of books that you have not read in your house.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
That's what books are for.
That's what books are for, the shelf.
We all heard that
They look really nice.
John Waters said it the best.
I know. I heard that thing and it stays in your head.
If you want to rape a girl, this is the exact quote by John Waters.
You got to buy books.
If you want to trick somebody in your house, it's on a tote bag. I got this strand that says...
A gay guy said it.
Yeah. If you want to trick people into having sex with you, fill your house with the Caro series you haven't read.
Yeah, but, girls really do want to fuck from Robert Caro.
But see, it's so funny because it's so stupid. It makes sense that a gay guy said it because, like...
It sounds good.
It's like women will like anything. You could go... Your house could be filled with Funko Pops. And like, if a woman has decided to fuck somebody, they'll be like, oh, cool, he's into Funko Pops.
Right.
You know, that's actually cool.
Yeah, women will fuck guys with micro penises.
Yeah. They'll
women will fuck anyone.
Yeah, they're never. It's not like they do things in spite of.
Yeah.
They elevate all of the spiteful aspects to the level of like, oh, actually, these things are.
What they'll do is they'll fuck a guy with a micro penis, and then they'll tell everyone that the guy has a micro.
And
penis.
they'll have a podcast about.
And then they'll do a podcast about it.
Yeah.
And it's called Kevin Saunderson has a micro penis.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. The new bitch podcast.
Right.
And then they'll get like $150 million deal from Spotify.
Spotify will give them $200 billion for this slutty...
To just list men's,
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got to work our asses off.
We got to fucking put on hard hats.
On these fucking...
We built this.
Yeah. Have you seen that thing
You didn't build this.
Have you seen that thing on Twitter where it's like the guy's like playing with diarrhea and then somebody will be like, women can't do this job. And it's just a guy, I don't even know what
job is that?
I don't know. There's pipes and they're covered in dye, they're covered in shit.
Oh, like plumber?
No, it's like some kind of I think it's like the hose under the elephant enclosure at the zoo. Or it's the guys that pump the feces out of Bonnaroo or something. But they're like, oh, women can't do this job.
Yeah.
And that's like a frog.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate is retweeting that and he'd be like, yeah, give me the fucking diarrhea, you dumb bitch. Yeah.
Did you ever see, I don't know.
Is he in jail too? What's the deal?
I think he's like on parole
he's in
probation.
Like Dracula's castle.
Yeah.
Romanian prison.
Romania.
What's that like? I just imagine
it's Bowser's castle.
In my head, it's just fucking all satin and fucking stained glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's
He's
metal.
just sitting on a bunch of throw pillows somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, would you like some dirty tea?
It's like a Sebastian
Bach. Would you like a special type of tea that's just, we didn't figure out how tea bags work.
So we put it.
So the dirt is in it.
Dirt.
Yeah, dirt tea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's what I imagine.
Yeah.
That guy really talks weird. And I'm sure we've said this too, but all the bad guys.
What the fuck kind of accent is that?
All these guys.
Musk and him.
What, Musk, him, Andy Ngo?
Yeah, just talk regular.
It makes sense. Like, and it's weird that you don't see that analysis, like sincerely, ever. Is that like, oh, all of these guys, they're not like Of course they're antisocial. They had to go through their entire
dislocated
lives.
identity.
Right. They can't open their mouths without. They can't relate to people because people are going to be like, "Why the fuck are you talking like that?"
Were you from fucking Australia?
Yeah,
or
and
some
it's
shit?
not.
What kind of accent is that?
Well, it's
bro?
a blend. I guess Andrew Tate spent time in like England as a kid.
Yeah.
So he talks with an American accent, but he's like, yeah, it's utterly disgusting what's going on with feminism.
Yeah.
You know, top of the morning.
Half of the women.
It's not even. There's no accent. He just pronounces the words. He like omits like fucking consonants the way that an English person would.
E.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he sounds like a guy. Elon Musk too. Weird accent. Andy Ngo, weird accent. And it's like in any other world, they would have just been Will Keith. They would have been into swords.
Yeah.
You know.
But then they just found guys to be like.
I mean, that's got to be fucking alienating, dude. If you talk to anybody and like just basic human interactions.
Yeah.
And then you have the internet where people can't hear them. And they can now vent these things and they're taken seriously because they're silly voice. Jordan Peterson, same thing, silly voice. RFK Jr., silly voice. You know, it's like it affects people.
Yeah.
I think more than anything. And I feel like that's unexamined.
Yeah, you know who had a cool voice?
Emo Phillips.
Emo Phillips, weird voice.
If Emo Phillips was like, women's place is in the kitchen, I would be like, yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I'd buy his damn book.
I can understand why he
I'd buy that damn book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that that guy, that Gorka that used to work for Trump, that guy had an amazing voice.
Yeah.
And no one took that guy seriously.
But he has right-wing radio voice.
Yes.
That's the other way you can go. Your voice can be so good.
Those guys do have amazing voices.
That you just, like Rush Limbaugh sounded awesome.
He sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunter Biden, drug addict and fucking degenerate.
Is he still cooking?
These people are
he's
destroying
dead, right?
America. Yeah, he died from like Tylenol or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
He died from that?
Well, he got addicted to fucking...
back pills.
Yeah, back pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the GOAT.
Yeah.
He truly... Imus had a great voice, too.
Yeah.
He wasn't full conservative.
Yeah, so imagine you're a boy growing up and you're in school and you're like, who's ready for lunchtime?
My dad...
People are like, what are you, Rush Limbaugh? And you're like, I guess I am.
My dad used to listen to Imus sometimes when we were like in the car. Mm-hmm. Imus would be on.
I must suck your penis.
And when I was a kid, he used to talk about McCain.
I must suck your penis.
I remember what he said about McCain. I must suck
Forget it. What do you say about McCain?
He used to go, "That's my boy." Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, John McCain, that's my boy.
Is Dick Cheney still alive?
I think so.
I love him, dude. I love Dick Cheney.
He dressed like Darkwing Duck now.
Yeah.
That's his vibe.
Yeah, that's what Glenn Beck is. Glenn Beck somehow still has relevancy. And he's just, remember he had that brand shift to being like steampunk Hillary Clinton guy?
Yeah.
And
he
now,
got circle glasses.
Who the fuck is listening to Glenn Beck?
I know. Is he online or
That's
on the
why
radio?
I worry about the show and all this stuff, and it's like...
No, the fans never
if
leave.
Glenn Beck can still...
They never go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to get...
Something can turn bad.
I was trying to get Gutfield.
Still be there.
Yeah, Gutfield for...
You're trying to get Gutfield for here?
Yeah.
He said no?
Well, it's funny. I had no idea. Like, that's a non-union show, so they only have 3 writers, and they've continued to be on during the writer's strike. But Joe DeVito and Joe Mackey both write for the show.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the third guy is. I don't know if it might just be Gutfield.
Yeah.
So yeah, I asked Joe DeVito, but I did not hear back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we got a lot of good ones coming up, guys.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well, we just gotta shoot.
We gotta just shoot the intros.
Shoot this other stuff.
We have a lot of fun.
Hopefully
stuff.
after this weekend, the schedule is clear. We'll be able to do it. No more scrambling.
It'll be fun.
No more panicking that we only have 12 hours to shoot this thing and make sure it works. And,
yeah. And then you have to be on a plane to fucking Wilkes-Barre, PA.
Yes.
To do Hitler live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is very funny that you said that at the stadium shows.
What?
That you feel like Hitler.
You do feel. I mean, I don't like. It's insane. That's insane. It's like you should not be no human being should be able to address that many people.
And were there black people there?
I don't think so.
No. It's like 10,000 white people.
I think so.
Like
yeah.
13,000 white people.
No, that is a weird feeling.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. As much as
wrong.
As much as the internet feels wrong, addressing a stadium feels way worse.
Yeah.
You know? They didn't even do that.
That's what Trump was doing.
They built the Colosseum, right?
Right.
In ancient Rome. And then like Caesar could have been like, "Oh, this is where I'm going to do my hate speech." But he was like, "No, we're just going to make slaves kill each other."
Yeah, we're make Christians kill each other.
That's not as bad as speech.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speeches are kind of bad.
They're bad.
People shouldn't give speeches.
Yeah. I don't even know why Trump...
Tell me one good speech ever.
All the shit Trump catches, like the audacity and idiocy of him to call his things rallies.
Yeah.
Don't call it a rally. Call it like a Trump powwow or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Pick a different name.
Yeah.
You can't call it a fucking rally.
Crossburn it. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's probably bad too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it a
Barnstorm.
A barnstorm doesn't sound good.
Yeah. No, barnstorm's fine.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like fireside chat.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
From the disabled president.
Yeah, from the President Wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy was cool. He fucked his cousin.
Did he?
Yeah, she looked like shit.
I didn't know that.
He did the New Deal.
Yeah.
Oh, Roosevelt?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, her maiden name was Roosevelt.
Yeah. Wasn't that all the rich people back then?
Eleanor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can fuck a cousin.
He's featured prominently in the first LBJ book, which you would know if you had actually read. Yeah.
The New Deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franklin Delano. What a dumb name.
Yeah. You know, they weren't like, I know this from the Teddy book, but like their family in the 1800s weren't fully accepted by like New York high society because Roosevelt was too Dutch sounding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Roosevelt.
But weren't the other names like kind of...
But I thought that New York was Dutch.
Isn't Vanderbilt is kind of...
Yeah, but he was new money.
Oh, Vanderbilt was also?
Yeah.
But like, what about like Astoria?
The Commodore. That's the best nickname ever.
Astoria, that's like sort of isn't that a name? Is that one of the people, or is that just what they called the...
Astor?
Waldorf, that's what I'm thinking
Maybe...
Astor.
Astor. Yeah. Jacob Astor?
Yeah, Astor. Yeah. That's not really...
The Astors were New York high society.
Yeah.
The Astors.
Make sure, again, on his cam for picking his nose.
I do it. I wait for the red to leave.
The 52 minute.
I wait for the...
I know, but he can...
I wait for the red to leave.
Ginsburg
No,
in the
Adam,
edit.
you don't have to, actually. We want it implied, like sex in pre-code Hollywood.
The nose...
Like sex in pre-code Hollywood.
Let's get
You know what? I'm waking up a little bit now.
Let's get
You know what? I'm
Adam's
waking up a little bit. You
nose.
know what I needed? I need a little nappy.
Let's
You know
get
what? And
Adam's-
I'm not ashamed to say it. And I picked my nose, but the red light was not on.
Let's
And I
get
wait for the red light to go away.
Let's get Adam's nose picking camera going for all of the nose picks. I figured that would wake you up a bit. I'm always on your side. Don't forget that. It may not seem like it, but I'm sort of like the ghost of Christmas future.
I know you're on my side.
Yeah.
You gave me the best advice of the show. You
Buy Bitcoin.
No.
Oh.
You told me to stop being a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And I thought you were being mean to me.
No.
No, you're like, just be nice to people and like make them like to have a nice time with you.
It's surprising how
Like
long
it's regular.
how long of a way that goes. You can just be nice to people.
That's what I learned for the interviews. You just have to be nice to people.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to do crowd work, be like, what do you do for a fucking living? Oh, you're gay and stuff. Because that's what I thought you have to do nowadays in this damn comedy climate. I found out you just have to like make people feel good to be around you.
Yeah. And most people are fine. It's very rare that I have a bad interaction with like...
Anyone?
Yeah, unless they're,
Customer service.
No,
just doing their damn job.
I don't have bad interactions with customer service. I think that's a myth. It's blown out of proportion over that one issue with the post office because they would not deliver my 125-pound weight vest.
Oh, I have a question.
And I had to go down to the truck to get it myself, which I had no problem doing.
Yeah.
But they would come by and leave the note. I'm like, look, I know you got it on the truck. Just let me get it off the fucking truck. And the guy says, you're not allowed to take pictures of the truck. It's federal property. And that's where it's like, okay, well, that's not true. So now we're talking about the facts of the world.
Yeah.
And that will not stand with me.
Mm-hmm.
That I will not stand by while you engage in some chilling effect to limit people's ability to photograph federal property.
Right.
That's our right.
Mm-hmm.
We paid for that.
May
I please have my weight vest?
Yes. And what they say?
Yeah, he gave it to me. He's
That's
like,
good.
fine, but I'm not taking it up the stairs. I'm like, I didn't ask you to.
I'll do it.
Now you're making a new argument for no other reason other than you're mad that somebody would order this.
Yeah.
And instead of finding any kind of compromise, I offered to meet you in the middle. Literally. Somebody put it on the truck with the dolly, and then you just drive to my house.
You'll take it off the damn truck.
You don't have to take it off the truck. Just ring the doorbell and I'll come get it.
Yeah.
And I had to go down and fucking get it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, I know it's on the truck. It says it right here. It's on the truck.
Yeah.
He's like, fine, but I'm not taking it up. I'm like, you don't have to. You don't have to. That's where this started, is you don't have to. Just let me get it off the truck.
Yeah.
That's not unreasonable. I was not in the wrong.
No, I don't think you were.
Yeah.
And you met a friend that day. You made a friend.
Well, hopefully.
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 Did you get his number?
It's not about making a friend. It's about triumphing over these small conflicts.
Yeah.
And through that, we discovered the human spirit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The triumph of the will.
Yeah. Like I recently
would
found
say.
out I have Free Cone Day, Ben and Jerry's marked down on my phone. And I
What
went.
day is it? What did you tell me?
Apparently has not been a thing for about a decade. And I went there dressed as a mentally disabled person because I figured that would give me a little more cachet and I could cut the line.
You'd be like,
before
oh,
I
a
could play with
VIP.
you.
Yeah.
And they told me we stopped doing that. And I said, but I'm retarded. And they said, no, you're just wearing a shirt with Goofy on it. And then in Sharpie you wrote, I'm retarded over a picture of Goofy.
Yeah, what mentally handicapped person would wear that shirt?
I'm like, you're going to tell me I know what this says.
I can't.
They're like, it's written backwards. You did it in the mirror. I'm like, okay, well, can I have the ice cream?
And what did they say? No?
They said no.
And did they call the police or?
No, I kind of just left defeated.
Yeah.
But I saw there was a homeless man outside with a pit bull asking for money. And I just very lightly stepped on the dog's foot to make it squeal.
It's a triumph.
And it, woke the homeless guy up and he was all upset. And I said I felt a little bit better about myself. Yeah.
It's the small victories.
It's the small
That's
stuff.
kind of how you started the show off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gratitude, right?
That
there.
is. Yeah, it is gratitude.
Stepping on and abusing an animal.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pit bull, you
It's a
know.
pit bull.
If it was
It's already abused.
if it was a Pomeranian, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. If it was a show dog.
We bred these dogs to hurt, for pain.
Yeah. It's their job, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what? $2,000 surgery I had to get my dog.
Oh.
Her ear filled with fluid.
Him, you mean, now,
Her.
after the surgery.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, I thought you were,
I don't believe in that.
what? You don't believe in
it's just going away.
transgender identities?
I'm not going to impose it on my dog.
Oh, okay.
My dog can decide for herself.
Yeah.
It's just going away. I didn't get the surgery.
By itself.
Yeah, it's just going away by itself.
Yeah, veterinarians are kind of a scam.
They're scammers.
Yeah. It's very low stakes.
This guy
being a
was like
veterinarian.
making it sound like
You know what makes me think that veterinarians are a scam? Because like a doctor has to go to school for what, fucking 6-7 years?
8 years.
8 years. You go to medical school for 8 years.
And then a residency.
And a residency
Yeah.
to do medicine on one type of animal. And a vet,
Yeah, you know every animal.
a vet's like what, 3 weeks of night school?
Yeah,
They-
I can do a horse and a fly.
No, literally, they have like there'll be somebody like you're doing a golden retriever's testicles, and then somebody comes in with a parrot, and you're like, oh, we got to do a beak transplant, and you're like, I don't understand.
How do you know all of that?
Right, it doesn't. It's
You're lying.
It is. It's
You're lying.
They're just seeing what happens.
They're lying.
They know how to do stitches, and then they fucking just do it and cross their
Yeah,
fingers.
yeah. They're mechanics.
You ever see the way they prepare a bird for surgery?
No.
They knock it out, and then they like tape its wings. They look really stupid. I love them, dude. I love macaws.
You gotta get one.
I don't know.
When I was in
That's
Costa
how I
Rica, there was
fantasize.
like
You know, you always like go engage in fantasy. We've been lucky that we've pursued the thing that we wanted to do, and had enough success that we can actually do it.
I have a lot of gratitude.
And you know, I know if I hadn't, I would have some job, whatever it is, and be like, oh,
fucking hate it.
And I'd spend all day long. Yeah, I'd hate it, but I'd spend all day long being like, what if I could have been a comedian? And I'd imagine that, you know, well, I could get started now, and you know, maybe I would do an open mic or something.
Sure.
But, you know, but if you have the thing, you still engage in fantasies. And it's like I often think like just how sick it would be to like work at like some kind of like nature preserve and just do field trips.
Yeah.
And just like be like, check this fucking guy out, dude.
Talk to kids, show the kids this stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
His beak's that big because he has to get the juices out of the kumquat.
Yeah.
And wild kumquats. A lot of people don't know this about toucans, but a big problem with toucans in captivity is they get diabetes because in the wild they eat fruits, and then owners get the toucans and they're like, well, I'll feed it fruits because that's what it eats in the wild. But wild fruits aren't like cultivated fruits. Like cultivated fruits have way more sugar in them. Like natural fruits are disgusting. Like the original banana, when we found them, they weren't sweet at all. You know, they had to breed them. You know,
it was like a plantain. Or
something. So people get a toucan, they feed it. They're like, oh, it wants strawberries. You know, and then it gets fucking diabetes. And
Driscoll's from the supermarket.
Their tongues will fall out.
Will they?
Yeah, it loses because their tongue's so big, it loses circulation. It just fucking falls out, and then they die. It's very sad. Those are beautiful animals. Those are great birds, toucans.
Yeah. When I was in Costa Rica, I saw a bunch. I also saw a bunch of macaws that were all like populating in one place, and it was like the loudest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. It was like loud. It was like like a truck.
They were having a birthday party for a 2-year-old.
They were having quinceañera style. Yeah. They had a band.
Yeah, a cookout, a macaw cookout.
Yeah, at the park.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember Mexican families when I was growing up would love, they'd just have the biggest birthdays and would always be at the park. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On that John Wilson show, they were doing like an episode on pollution and like noise pollution. He starts off getting his ears cleaned.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and then he interviews a lady who's like, yeah, my downstairs neighbors, they're having a birthday party for
their kids
for a 1-year-old at 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I know. And then
you knew exactly.
It's a Burning Man couple. And I was like, well, color me fucking racist.
Yeah.
I did not see that one coming.
Yeah. I really thought it would be that.
Yeah.
I saw that exact episode.
You said
I was going to tell you about that because he gets the earwax taken out.
Yeah.
And that was exactly what you were complaining about a couple of months ago.
Yeah. And that was, I tell you, I watched the amount of earwax that came out of his ear. You can't hold.
You had a lot more.
I got a candle that came out of my ear that he couldn't hold. What came out of my ear.
Yeah.
The amount of wax.
They let you keep it.
I did it myself.
You did it yourself.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. Do you want to rupture your eardrum?
No, they make a thing now because like I used to go to CVS and they would always have like do it yourself kits. And throughout my entire life, anytime I've gone to CVS and gotten one of the remove your own earwax kits, it ends up with a trip to urgent care. Almost every single time, it's just fucking. I jam the plastic.
Like, I can't fucking up this time.
I'm deaf. I'm like it's like there's like fluid leaking out of my ear.
My ears.
Right. Yeah. I'm like there's ringing happening, and I'm like, can you fix what CVS did to me? And but now they've got a thing. Finally, the last one I bought. Last time I was at CVS, the last time I went to get my ears cleaned, it was like a little screwdriver. It was like a screw. It was like a drill, like a plastic drill that you twist in. And
so it has like a stop so it can't hit the eardrum?
Yeah, it was like a spiral that's supposed to like dig it out. And that did nothing. It just kind of like lopped around the earwax. But now they have a thing, it's like a syringe. And on the tip of the syringe, it's like a spear with 3 channels on it.
Yeah.
So the water comes out and it hits the back of your eardrum, and then it pushes the wax through the channels in the syringe. So it just pushes it out.
How much do you get?
All of it. I mean, it's cleared out.
It was like a VW Beetle.
I mean, it was like fucking It was like a marble, but marbles are variable size. I'm trying to think.
It was like a Slammer Pog.
Slightly less than a golf ball, I'd say, in totality.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't the shape, but in terms of volume, yeah. But a little bit of hydrogen peroxide to loosen it up.
Yeah.
Wait 10 minutes, fucking, and then it just fucking, yeah. Yeah, it's like squeezes out. It's like toothpaste.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Unreal.
Yeah. Like peanut butter. Look like peanut butter.
Ugh. Do you eat it?
No, you're the one that picks your nose and does weird stuff like that.
I pick my nose because I have a big nose. Why is it like my girlfriend's got a tiny little nose? She says she's not picking her nose.
That's not an excuse.
Wouldn't you get your nose stuffed up more?
That's not an excuse.
I have a big nose.
That doesn't.
And and I'm more congested.
No, that doesn't.
It doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't. That would be something like, oh, I have a big ass, so I have to scoop feces out of my ass with my hand. It doesn't make any sense. Just blow your nose. If you're making the argument that you have more boogers because your nose is bigger,
I think I have
just
more boogers.
blow your nose.
I do blow it, but then I'm still boogery. I'm just a boogery guy, dude.
Yeah. I'm
a snotty boogery guy.
I pick my nose.
We all pick our noses.
I do it in a
they did a study.
moderate way.
Yeah.
In a way that's...
I do like this. Thumb.
No, you do it all day long. All day long.
How many times do you think?
We've been sitting here for an hour and 5 minutes. And in that time frame, you've done it 5 times.
It's not that bad. That's
once every 20 minutes you're picking your nose. And I do this. I scratch.
I do the scratch too.
Yeah. But I'm not digging in there. You're digging.
Got a lot of real estate, dude.
Yeah.
Got a lot of real estate.
All right. I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's the issue.
All right. Should we wrap things up?
I mean, okay. Yeah, we can wrap things up. Look, do what you want. Do whatever you want.
No,
I just say, I know this about you.
Everyone thinks it's gross.
I don't think you want to be known as a booger eater.
I don't eat them. I pick them.
You think...
And I put them in my pocket.
You think I'm going to fall for that? You think I don't know what happens when no one else is around?
Why? Oh, because the cameras.
Not the cameras, just what I know.
Who told you? I think I told you.
Yeah. Well,
I don't eat my boogers.
It's fine if you do. It's fine if you don't, as long as you can find gratitude in it. At least you'll always have that. All right, brothers and sisters, thanks again for joining us this week. If you like the show, please support us, patreon.com/TAFS.
Next week in Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. September, I think, 19th, I will be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston. Please come out. And then, Denver's already sold for this weekend, but be there doing the special. And then I guess Steven's going out of town. But he'll be back mid-October or beginning of October.
Yeah.
And then
he's going to Greece as well.
Yeah, and then he's thinking maybe like a 3-week turnaround on the edit. And then just figure out a time to drop it, and then hopefully people see it, and I can continue touring next year.
It's going to be amazing, guys.
In a way where it kind of makes sense. We can figure out a better balance with the show and touring where there's time to work on this, and then maybe just 1 weekend a month or however it works out. So.
Guys, there are 4 episodes, 4 interviews raring to go. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned, and a lot more guests that we're talking to right now. So we have a lot in the works. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Love you. Bye.
See ya.